Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Fantasy Football Fallout. This is where I watch every game every week, trying to find you the gems in fantasy football and looking beyond the stat sheet. Again, the eye test matters. It's not just reading a bunch of stats in the NFL game book and all that. So we are talking about the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Denver Broncos from Sunday. Check it out. Okay, everybody, let me just start with this. Congratulations, Denver fans, for getting a win. I always thought that Denver was actually a talented roster. They've been going through some injuries and just kind of trying to adapt week to week. They came out and they had a nice game plan, and the game plan was basically just run it down Los Angeles' throat and see what happens. And Lindsay, 15 carries, 114 yards, 7.6 yards per carry, and a touchdown. In the passing game, he had 4 receptions for 33 yards. Good for him. Freeman had 13 carries, 61 yards. Total, the Broncos averaged 6 yards per carry, and that includes Flacco's 3 carries for 7 yards, that massive 2.3 yards per carry for the quarterback. But this team kind of exposed a little bit of a weakness for the Chargers. They were able to string a game together. Remember, Miami played them pretty tough, as Miami has been doing in the first half. Denver was able to get it going, able to get it together. The defense showed up for Denver, and I did not see this coming. I thought this was going to be an easy victory for the Chargers. I thought this was going to be a cover. I missed this game against the spread, one of my few misses. I was 11-4 this week, and wouldn't you know it, this was one of the games I missed, and I put some good money on it. Oh well, it happens. The life of a gambler, right? Courtland Sutton, analytically, we did predict him getting in the end zone, 4 receptions, 92 yards, and a touchdown. We missed, though. We thought that Emmanuel Sanders was going to get in the end zone, have a bigger game. Only 1 target, 1 catch, 9 yards. That running game was going. Flacco was only had 20 attempts, while Lindsay and Freeman had 28 attempts between them. This is the kind of game that Denver wants to play. They want to keep Lindsay fresh with Freeman. I think that they need to use Lindsay just a little bit more in the passing game personally, but it worked out for them this week. Denver has been a really pretty, in my opinion, pretty decent second half team, but they usually start slow. Well, this week they started fast. They could get out ahead. Defense could pin their ears back and try to rush the quarterback, and the offense could continue to lean on that defensive line and run the ball. And that's how you have to neutralize this pass rush for the Chargers. On the Chargers side, I thought that this was going to be a huge week for the running game, and I missed on that. Credit Denver's defense. So like I said, they came out quick. They put a lead up on the Chargers, and the Chargers were reeling. Melvin Gordon came back, 12 attempts, 31 yards. I thought that Gordon and Ekeler were both going to be plays, and I'll say why. Ekeler had 16 targets for 15 receptions and 86 yards. Essentially one of the most targeted receivers this week, but out of the backfield. I told everybody analytically, play Gordon and Ekeler. I thought they were going to have 3 touchdowns between them. It turned out they have 0. Rivers throws 2 interceptions, adds a fumble. Denver wins the turnover differential 4-2. That mattered. Mike Williams is back, 13 targets, 6 receptions. I've been saying this, get Mike Williams if you can get your hands on him in fantasy. They throw to him in the red zone often. 13 targets in this game, that's a huge number. He's going to have opportunities, and like we saw with Will Fuller this week, okay, Houston had narrowly missed Will Fuller on time and time again, as we've been saying on these fantasy football fallouts, just razor thin, almost connecting. This week he explodes with 3 touchdowns. I'm telling you, Mike Williams, if you're a daily fantasy player, he's a boomer bust kind of guy. I do think he's a little bit more than boomer bust, though. I think he's more on the consistent side because he'll get enough targets, but he will blow up for 2 or 3 touchdowns here in the next couple weeks. I promise you that. Keenan Allen, I thought he was going to have a bigger game. I thought actually he would be the one in double-digit cover targets. But again, credit Denver. They had a nice game plan, and they executed it. Travis Benjamin didn't get off the ground, but he never does really. Just not a lot for the Chargers. Ekeler was the leading target getter, like I said. Not altogether unpredictable. Again, we thought that would be the case, but the Chargers couldn't punch it in, and we see the result of that. So it is what it is. The Chargers lose. You can expect that to happen every now and again. I still like the Chargers, and I actually like the Broncos. I think this is a talented team. They just need to get healthy. Losing Bradley Chubb is not the best thing for that defense, but they got it going. They showed up this week. Good for them. Fangio, I think, has them going in the right direction. I still have a little misgivings, a little hesitation about their play calling. I'm not enamored with it, but they do have talent. And if you're a bettor out there, watching these games, Denver, if they can start fast, if they're playing a team where they can get off to a quick start, they're going to be tough to beat because I like what they do. They play football. They play hard. They play hard for their coach. They don't quit on teams. They always are aggressive. I like the program that they're building there. and we'll see what happens going forward. So there you go. That takes us through another episode. If you could please subscribe to our channel, watch some more videos. That'll help us grow. The more we grow, the more interactive we can be with features on this channel. We have to become a YouTube partner first. Those are the rules that I got to live by. Otherwise, share if you're a fan of one of these teams, you're a fan of the video, share it with somebody. Put it on social media. You can also follow me. I'm at TFS_Sean on Twitter. That's TFS as in the Functional Sportsaholic, TFS_SEAN, and we will catch you on another episode.